Hi, I'm Jeff Bush from Informed Family Financial Services and the host of Financially Speaking with Jeff Bush. We're pleased to bring you this presentation of the Academic Challenge.
The PCTV Network proudly presents Academic Challenge, best known as Quiz Bowl, where area high school students compete for academic supremacy. And now your host, the incomparable Mr. Todd Kelly.
PCTV proudly presents the 2019 Academic Quiz Bowl Tournament. Each winter, some of the brightest students in area high schools compete academically through a series of matches in the Academic Quiz Bowl League. The questions cover a wide range of topics from American history to scientific classifications, from modulo math to English literature, and from world geography to popular culture. Each year, I'm really impressed at how quickly and accurately the teams under pressure can answer these challenging questions. The seedings for this year's TV tournament were determined by the final rankings during the season. So today's match pits Pope John Paul II High School against Pottsgrove High School. Representing each team we have for Pope John Paul, we've got Mary and Sean and Thomas, and a second Thomas who will serve as the captain. So when I call over there, if I say Captain Thomas, you'll know which one I'm talking to. For Pottsgrove, we've got Molly, who's serving as captain. We have Fraser, Michael, and Simon. Each match consists of 3 rounds. The first round has 15 toss-up questions, which either team may answer in 5 seconds. If a team misses a question, the opposing team has a chance to answer correctly in 5 seconds on the rebound. A correct answer earns a team a bonus question. For this, the team may confer. They have 10 seconds to do so before the captain must voice the answer. Computational questions, which are a little more challenging, they have to write things down, are given extra time, a total of 30 seconds. All right, so we're ready to start this round. Make sure I get myself organized here. Get my pencil out. There we go. All right. Toss-up number 1, both teams. The face. Which 2 of the 14 bones comprising the human face begin with the letter M? Got an answer from Mary. And I need a second one.
Mandible and Mendelope.
Okay, that's incorrect. Rebound.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, time's expired. You were correct on mandible, okay? The other one is maxilla. Maxilla. But Pottsgrove didn't get it, so no harm. We're going to question number 2. African nations. What African country that borders the Gulf of Guinea is also bordered by Benin, Niger, and Cameroon? Okay, Thomas.
Nigeria.
Nigeria is 100% correct, which means, Pope John Paul, you're on the board, and you get a bonus question in science fiction. In Robert Heinlein's writings, what kind of heavenly bodies are these? Hesperus, Clendatu, Gamma Leonis, Shiva 3, Terata, Epison, Gemini 5. Yes?
Star systems?
That's incorrect. They are planets in his science fiction stories. Toss-up number 3, both teams, international relations. During whose presidency did the U.S. end its official relation with nationalist China? And, okay, Captain Thomas.
Richard Nixon.
That's incorrect. And recognize the government of the People's Republic of China in Beijing.
3.
Yes, Molly.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
That's also incorrect. You're correct in the sense that Nixon kind of opened the door, but it wasn't recognized. It was much later, till Jimmy Carter's presidency. Toss-up number 4, pendulums. Name the Italian scientist who, around 1602, began studying the properties of pendulums. Fraser.
Da Vinci.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Yes, Thomas.
Galileo.
It is Galileo. Yes. So we get a bonus for Pope John Paul in exoplanets. Planets didn't work out the last time. Let's see if this one works out. We have a bonus question for Pope John Paul in exoplanets. Here's the question. Astronomers are gathering evidence that several planets may be orbiting around what star that is closest to our solar system? And your answer is?
Proxima Centauri.
That is absolutely correct. Good job. All right, we're now going back to a question for both teams. This is question number 5, intestinal anatomy. What 2 letters complete the names for the 3 distinct regions of the small intestine? Time's expired on that one. The letters are UM. So maybe if you just let I don't know, that would have been the right answer. Okay, toss-up number 6, medieval epithets. Because the Roman Emperor Julian abandoned the Christianity imposed on him in his youth, he became known as Julian the what? Okay, I've got an answer from Simon.
Impious.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Okay, Thomas? Yes.
Julian the pagan.
That's also incorrect. Okay. Impious was more Julian the apostate. He left the faith. Okay. Toss-up number 7, aviation. Name the independent U.S. government agency that, okay, I've got an answer from Fraser.
FAA.
That's incorrect. That investigates aviation accidents, incidents, and disasters.
3, 2.
Okay, Thomas.
The FEC.
That's also incorrect. The NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board. You had a good answer. You were trying to anticipate there, Fraser, but unfortunately, that was not the right answer this time. Toss-up number 8, offshore prisons. In 2018, the U.S. Defense Secretary provided, I got an answer from Fraser.
Guantanamo Bay.
That is absolutely correct. Good. That time the anticipation paid off, and you guys get a bonus in the category of book settings. These books are set in what U.S. state? East of Eden, the Octopus, the Maltese Falcon, the Joy Luck Club, Gold Fame Citrus, Big Sur. Molly?
California.
California is correct. It's nice that was a bonus because you got to hear all the ones, and of course the last one or two really revealed it for you. Okay, we're back to a toss-up question. This is toss-up number 9. In pronouns. Oh, good grammar question. What 3 categories of pronouns are illustrated in this line by Susan Anthony? I declare to you that woman must not depend upon the protection of man, but must be taught to protect herself. And there I take
Personal, reflexive, and possessive.
Okay, that is absolutely correct. Although I hadn't actually read the possessive one yet, so that was really good anticipation. Take my stand. That was finally the possessive one. But Thomas, that's incredible. Good job. As an English teacher, I appreciate when someone knows their grammar. Okay. You get a bonus in weapons testing, from grammar to weapons testing. What was tested in Operations Buster, Plumb Bob, Plowshare, Emery, and Tinderbox, staged at Yucca Flat, Nevada? Yes, Thomas.
Nuclear weapons.
That's correct. That is absolutely correct. Okay, toss-up number 10, root systems. In plants, there are 3 types of root systems. In which of these systems does the root not arise from the bottom or from the primary root, but instead grow out from the stem or leaves? Got an answer from Thomas.
Rhizome.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Okay, Michael?
Taproot.
That's also incorrect. It's called the adventitious root system. Toss-up 11, vaccines. The work to produce vaccines for polio, whooping cough, measles, tetanus, yellow fever, and typhus all followed a research model that had been used in developing the smallpox vaccine by the British.
Edward Jenner.
That is correct. Good anticipation. By the British physician Edward Who, and Jenner is correct. You get a bonus in cities. In 1703, Peter the Great founded what city at the head of the Gulf of Finland on the Baltic Sea? Yes, Thomas.
St. Petersburg.
That would be a very good answer. That's correct. Yes. Toss-up number 12, both teams. Chemical reactions. While rust always involves moisture and oxidation, what is a more general term for the deterioration of a substance by its reaction to any chemical substances? Okay, Michael.
Corrosion.
Corrosion is correct. And Pottsgrove, you get a bonus in magma petrology. Coarse-grained is to intrusive rock, while fine-grained is to what other kind of rock? Yes, Molly.
Extrusive rock.
That is absolutely correct. Extrusive, yes. Toss-up 13, pears. What word is missing in this list of pears? Skull and bones, sweet and sour, stars and stripes, salt and pepper, smoke and, yes, Thomas.
Fire.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Needs to reset. Yes, Fraser.
Mirrors.
Mirrors is correct. Yes, smoke and mirrors. Pottsgrove, you get a bonus in musicals. In what musical based on a French novel do Javert and Valjean, yes,
Les Miserables.
that's correct. I'm glad you didn't say Les Miserables. Thank you. All right. Toss-up 14, both teams in Civil War battles. The outcome of what lengthy battle in which Grant's troops forced the surrender of Pemberton's army was the occasion of the 1863 note in which President Lincoln wrote that the Mississippi River again goes unvexed to the sea? Fraser.
Antietam.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Thomas.
Vicksburg.
Vicksburg is correct. PJP, you get a bonus in plurals. What are the two acceptable plurals for the noun lowlife? Okay, Thomas.
Low lifes and low lives.
That is absolutely correct. Good job. Final toss-up in this round. 15, wind. What term for loud, arrogant, threatening speech also indicates, I've got Fraser.
Diatribe.
That's incorrect. Also indicates a violent, gusty wind. Okay, Thomas.
Bluster.
Bluster is correct. And you get a bonus in respiration. Two regions of the hindbrain control the rate of breathing. One is the medulla oblongata. Name the other. Thomas.
The pons.
Pons is correct. Good job. So we come to the end of the toss-up round, and the score is, I'm waiting for it to appear, Pope John Paul II has 11, and Pottsgrove has 6. After the first round, we now enter what's called the lightning round. The trailing team has 60 seconds to answer as many rapid-fire questions as possible. Questions passed or answered incorrectly are then given to the opposing team, which has 6 seconds allotted per question. The same process is then followed by the opposing team. Before this round, we've had some substitutions for Pope John Paul II. We've added two players. We've got Nick and we have Jason. The three choices that the teams had for this round were plot, a mystery category, and mythology. So Pottsgrove got to choose first, and they chose mythology. So they'll be doing that. And Molly, will you be giving the answers? All right. And then I'll explain what happens with a mystery category. So here we go. They have 60 seconds. I'll read the first one slowly because the time starts when I finish it. And then I'll go pretty quickly. And you guys, of course, are listening to see what you can pick up. Head of Acer, creator of the world, according to Norse.
Ymir.
Norse god of thunder.
Thor.
Egyptian goddess of motherhood and fertility.
Isis.
Egyptian god of the underworld.
Anubis.
Greek goddess of victory.
Nike.
Son of Zeus, he slew Medusa.
Perseus.
Daughter of Oedipus, subject of a Sophocles play.
Antigone.
Wife of Agamemnon, slain by her son Orestes.
Pass.
Greek or Roman goddess of the dawn.
Pass.
Roman goddess of wisdom.
What's Athena's Roman name? Minerva.
Okay, wife of Agamemnon, slain by her son Orestes.
Beatrice.
Okay, all right. All right. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct, which means you have a chance to steal 4 of the questions. They'll have 24 seconds to do that. Thomas, will you be giving the answers? Okay, so you can just turn on your microphone. That's great. Okay, so here we go. First, I'll read slowly. Head of Acer, creator of the world according to the Norse.
Odin.
Egyptian god of the underworld.
Osiris.
Wife of Agamemnon, slain by her son Orestes.
Cyclymne.
And Greek or Roman goddess of the dawn.
Eos.
Okay, you got 3 correct. The one no one got correct was the wife of Agamemnon. It's a mouthful. Clytemnestra. Clytemnestra. She's the one who stabbed her husband to death in the bathtub when he got back from the Trojan War. All right. So now we go over to Pope John Paul, and you have the mystery category. Now, what's really wonderful, I love these categories. This is a true mystery category. What that means is that I don't tell you what the category is because you want to keep track of your answers. Because if we get to number 10, the last question, that information will be useful. Okay? So, here we go. All right, so again, if you're only going to be able to do that if we get to the last one, so we'll have to go quickly here. I'll read the first one slowly and the others very quickly here. One of the 7 deadly sins. This is an excessive greed or... I messed up, sorry. All right, we're going to throw that out. Let me start again. Okay, here we go. I will throw another category in, but I will throw another one in, but don't worry. Don't put it into the group, okay?
Okay.
All right, trying this again. This happens. There are technical difficulties and there are human difficulties, and this is what I did here. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Who wrote the 3rd gospel and the book of Acts?
Luke.
The big one in London is named for a bell, not a clock.
Big Ben.
A piece of music played or sung by a single performer.
Solo.
A simple machine in the shape of a triangular prism used as a doorstop.
Wedge.
The greater of these islands contains Cuba and Cuba and Jamaica.
Antilles.
A medieval spiked ball on a chain, a spice.
Mace.
Okay. A set of stumps guarded by a batsman in the game of cricket.
Pass.
Grandson of Babur, the 3rd Mughal emperor, named the Great.
Akbar.
Now solve the mystery in the mystery category. Tell me what these subjects all have in common.
Star Wars characters.
Okay, a set of stumps guarded by a batsman in the game of cricket.
Wicket.
Okay, and I got one more question for you. Hold on. I got to flip to the other page here. And it is plot. Name this novel. Young Jim Hawkins finds a pirate map.
Treasure Island.
Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. They got them all correct. You got them all correct. Everything was correct. You can't steal any of them. Yes, and they were Star Wars characters. I'm sorry I messed up the first one. Although that one was kind of misleading because I don't think Greed is a Star Wars character. Isn't it Greedo?
Greedo.
Greedo. All right. So sorry I messed that up at the beginning there. But yes, Luke, Ben, Solo, Wedge, Antilles, Mace, Wicket, Akbar, all Star Wars characters. Great job, Pope John, Paul, students, great job. Okay, we are now going to the final round, which is a 15 toss-up questions. There are no bonuses in this round. However, rebounds are still permitted. All right. Here we go. That was impressive. I was impressed. Okay. Toss-up number 1, travelers. What term for a company of travelers journeying across... That is exactly right. We've heard a lot about caravans lately. Toss-up 2, founders. What 16th century prince is regarded as the father of the Netherlands? And I've got an answer from Michael again.
William of Orange.
William of Orange. Pottsgrew's on a roll here. Rock symbols. On a geologic map, what general category of sedimentary rock is often symbolized by multiple irregular closed curves of different diameters along random dots?
3, 2.
I got an answer from Thomas.
Sandstone.
That's incorrect. Rebound? Michael.
Limestone.
That's also incorrect. Conglomerate we're looking for. Toss-up 4, Shakespearean histories. What Shakespearean character repeatedly utters these words? Beware the Ides of March. I've got an answer from Simon.
The soothsayer.
The soothsayer is correct. Last words, toss-up number 5. These are alternative versions of the last words of what famed mathematician who was murdered by a Roman soldier during the Second Punic War in, yes, Thomas.
Blaise Pascal.
That's incorrect. In 212 BC, here are the words. Stand away, fellow, from my diagram, or do not disturb my circles. You need to reset. I've got an answer from Michael.
Euclid.
That's incorrect. Archimedes. Toss-up number 6, military vehicles. In 1983, the U.S. government awarded a contract for more than $1 billion for 55,000 high-mobility, multi-purpose wheeled vehicles. These vehicles have what nickname? Got an answer from Fraser.
ATV.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Thomas.
Jeeps.
That's also incorrect. Humvees. Okay. Toss-up 7, forts. These are forts associated with the history of what U.S. state? Fort Yamhill, Fort Dalles, Fort Astoria. Yes,
Texas.
that's incorrect. Fort Clatsop and Fort Klamath.
3, 2.
Yes, Fraser.
New Mexico.
That's incorrect. It's Oregon. It was Dallas, not Dallas. Okay, so it's a little bit different. Okay, toss-up number 8, governance. In what system of governance would officials be selected mainly on the basis of their expertise in the application, okay, Simon,
Merit.
that's incorrect, scientific knowledge and engineering? Yes,
Technocracy.
that is a technocracy, correct. Toss-up 9, figurative language. Complete this line illustrating chiasmus. Her life was full of children, and her children, yes, Jason,
We're full of life.
that's correct. Toss-up 10, fish. The eye on the downward side of what category of fish that includes flounders, and halibut migrates, yes, Thomas,
Flatfish.
flatfish, to the upward side, yes, it's odd. Toss-up 11, military nicknames. What was the nickname for the German lieutenant general whose forces captured Libya in Fraser?
The Desert Fox.
The Desert Fox, yes, Rommel. Toss-up 12. As Broadway productions, Carrie closed after 5 performances. Bring Back Birdie closed after 4 performances. And Kelly closed after just 1 performance. What informal term applies to such utter failures? Got an answer from Molly.
Flop.
That is a flop, yes. And just to make a point here, my last name is Kelly. I'm not related to that musical at all. It was a 1965 musical about this character, Hop Kelly, who leaped off the Brooklyn Bridge and survived. It lasted 1 day on Broadway. That's as bad as you could do. I guess if they closed it intermission, it'd probably be worse. But I'd never heard. But 1965 musical. Okay. Toss-up number 30. Tennyson. According to a poem by Alfred Tennyson, what does a young man's fancy turn into in the spring?
3, 2, 1.
And it turns into love. Love. That's man's fancy turns to love. Okay. Toss-up 14. Professions. In what profession is somebody who uses terms like this on a daily basis? Range, meet, cap, man, corner, plat, link, township, dummy end, benchmark, azimuth. Yes, Thomas.
Cartographer.
That's incorrect. Rebound, excuse me.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, that time's up. Surveying. No potential surveyors here. And finally, our last question in this round, railroads. The Southern Pacific branch of the Central Pacific Railroad was purchased in 1868 by the Big Four, leaders of Western railroad construction, including Mark Hopkins, Charles Crocker, Collis, yes, Thomas.
Vanderbilt.
That's incorrect. Collis Huntington and Leland who?
3, 2.
Yes, Molly.
Gardner.
That's incorrect. Stanford. Stanford's the answer. All right. That brings us to the end of this match. And at the end, Pope John Paul II, congratulations. 27-18, a solid victory. You did really well in the lightning round. Congratulations.